All right, the Chargers have signed a sleeper wide receiver. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to the Chargers. And by the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to respond to the video yesterday. And if you have no idea what the video yesterday was, then I'll tell you what happened. But I'll do it at the end of the video, and we'll talk all about what happened on yesterday's video. So, okay, sleeper wide receiver. So just here's where we're at. Chargers, $63 million in cap space, fifth most in the NFL. Not bad. Life's good. So you're going to get a wide receiver. You're going to draft a wide receiver. You're going to make a splash. You have to, right? It's just at that point where it's like, okay, we laid the foundation. Now it's time. Justin Herbert, AFC, you got to win. It's tough competition with the quarterbacks that we all know. He needs weapons. So we're going to get a wide receiver. It's fine. But so this guy is, let me show you here. Now, these are 10 players that you signed a futures deal. So before you turn off the video and be like, oh, this sucks. Again, this guy's not going to be a number one wide receiver that's going to lead you to a Super Bowl. But it's just out of all these guys, these guys are all like rookies, undrafted dudes. Dez Fitzpatrick actually was picked up in the draft by the Titans, I believe. Moved around a little bit, been on the Titans, Steelers. So it's actually somewhat played a little bit. And so it's like, okay, this catches your attention that there could be something here. Now you go over, this is that RAS score, where basically it's the raw athletic score. They're going to take everything and just kind of see where you're at just in a real quick composite. And what you see is he's 8.82 out of 10. So he ranks like 297 out of a possible 2,500 wide receivers in the last 30 years. Okay, that's not bad. And if his 3-cone was better, he would be like out of this world. So it's like, okay, the dude's he's athletic. He's played a lot of football. Not a lot of football in the NFL. He's played a lot of football, but he's played some in the NFL. So you've got a guy here so you can get rid of like your DJ Charks. What was your other guy? It's just like, all right, let's get those guys out of here. We've got this dude kind of sitting here, and it's like, yeah, we'll see what he's got. Now, this is from a few years ago at the Senior Bowl. Again, this is just, it's one little route. Like, I'm not trying to oversell this guy, but my point is you've got an option to kind of have a wide receiver that you don't want to forget about, I guess, is all I'm saying. Because, again, you've got free agency, you've got the draft, you've got current wide receiver, obviously Ladd McConkey, you've got wide receivers, but then this guy's kind of sitting there as well. Again, I don't want to oversell it, but I think there's a little something there with a guy that's played some football. That's all I'm saying. Okay, because the next thing is you go over, and we keep looking at this, but this one's real true here. Look at this. There it is, pick 22, Emeka Egbuka. That's what I'm saying right there. I guess what I'm saying mainly is that without really a lot of work, you can add 3 splash wide receivers like that. Free agent, draft a guy, and then you got a guy like I'm just talking about right here where you're just kind of picking up a cheap guy that we'll see, kind of taking a flyer on, and Dez Fitzpatrick that I just showed you. There we go. So, and the whole reason you can do this is because you're going to have $63 million in cap space. But the bigger deal is that's even before Bosa, Khalil Mack. Your dead money, check that out. Your dead money is low, manageable, beautiful. Look at the Raiders. Your old buddies. The Raiders, Niners. Look at this dead money stuff that you see some of these teams with $20, $30 million in dead cap. And then you get down here to these two guys, $40 million and $50 million dead cap. So as we look at this and we keep talking about the Chargers, just as we kind of keep building to this offseason, that's going to be so exciting because you're run so well suddenly. I think you just got to accept that. I know as a Lions fan, it took me longer than it should have to be like, I don't know, you don't understand. Like, man, I've been through so much. It's like, well, okay, I get that, but you have great GM and great head coach. So your scouting department's good. You're gonna make good decisions. I don't know. You don't have to be like, man, what are we doing? It's like we're so scarred by that. It's crazy. So I think you got to be excited. The wide receiver room's gonna turn around. Running back gonna draft one. Same thing. Draft one. Free agent. And grab a flyer, veteran guy. I don't know, right? But just you can change that over in no time. Tight end, same thing. So you got to be excited about all those things. Last thing here, if you go to the mock draft, the big board. This is, again, not taking any needs, just rank them 1 through 50, whatever. You look at around the 22 mark, Emeka Egbuka, Mike Green, Kenneth Grant. Man, there's just Tyler Booker, interior offensive lineman, offensive. There's just really good players all around that 22 mark. So it's exciting. Okay. Yeah, yesterday video. Basically, if you haven't seen it, all that really basically happened was I really felt a strong pull to just tell anyone that was watching that somebody that was watching that you're going through a hard time. You're gonna get through it. Things are gonna get better for you. God's watching you, and God's gonna take care of you. And the response was crazy. And I just thought that's so interesting that so many people needed to hear that. And so I think that's the biggest thing is like you're not alone in this is what the biggest takeaway. I think the enemy wants you to believe you're the only one going through a hard time. Everyone else's life's really good. Clearly not true. And then the second thing is like, how can a good God allow so many bad things to happen? And it's like, well, actually, how amazing is it that God delivered a message, not even through me. I'm just like, I don't even know, right? I'm just talking. That's too dramatic, but I'm just saying like how amazing that God could send a message to you through, you're just watching this, listening to some Chargers football. The next thing you know, you're like, whoa, I needed that. I needed to hear that. Life's not great right now. So anyway, the response was crazy. I mean, just all the comments and stuff. Everybody was like, oh, man, I needed that. I just needed that. And I'm amazed how much I need that. Like, really. It's like, man, life's not easy. So let me know your thoughts. We'll see all of you on the next one. See ya.